Hi, my name is Cosimo Pecchioli and I'm with the Alfa Laval Data Center's Cooling Solutions. And today we talk about a very common question. When should I open a gasketed plate and frame heat exchanger? Well, the answer is if you want to open it to check if it's dirty, the answer is never. You never open a gasketed plate and frame heat exchanger just to check it. If it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. If you have performance issues, at that point, it might be a good idea actually to check what could be the problem. And there's a couple of options that you have before you mechanically open the heat exchanger. But why you're not supposed to open the heat exchanger if it's not strictly necessary? Mainly because every time that you open and close the heat exchanger, you halve the lifetime of the gaskets because the compression and decompression cycles actually harm the life of the gaskets, as we have seen in previous videos. So that is the main reason why you don't want to do that. And of course, you have to take the heat exchanger offline, shutting down the valves, of course, and then it takes time. You have to open it, and then you expose yourself to potential troubles. If you don't seal it properly, it leaks. So again, if it's not strictly necessary, you never open a gasketed plate and frame heat exchanger. A good alternative, if you have performance issues, is to run a cleaning in place or a CIP. So what exactly is a cleaning in place cycle? Let's have a look. So in a cleaning in place cycle, here you have your heat exchanger with the plates and the hot side and the cold side and the flanges and the piping. In a CIP cycle, you connect in a loop chemicals that actually clean the channels inside of the heat exchanger, so clean the plates without having to mechanically open and take the plates apart. So it's a cart with tanks and pumps, so everything is self-contained, with special chemicals that are designed to not harm the gaskets. So it's always a good idea to get your CIP cleaning solutions and carts from your vendor. But in practice, how it works is that you connect here and here the hoses, and then you run this cycle in a loop for a couple of hours. Of course, you have to close the valves and drain the heat exchanger from the water of your system. But then you run this cycle, and if it's not too dirty, it cleans the channels. Now, the key here is what we said, if it's not too dirty, because the CIP, in order to work, needs to go through the channels. And if the channels are so clogged that actually they are blocked, you understand that no actually chemical can go through this channel here like this, and so it doesn't clean anything. So it's important to time the CIP cycle in a way that the heat exchanger is dirty enough to need a CIP cycle, but not too dirty for the CIP not to work. And how you do that? Let's have a look at that as well.